Well, I know I don't post very much, and I've never really done a live stream, so this is all new for me. Hopefully, the sound is coming across. I don't expect anybody to actually watch it, but that's okay. Um, Apologize for my office slash bedroom slash whatever you want to call it, being a mess. But this is where we're at. Anyhow, I've been looking at quivers for my bow. I got behind me on my wall back here. I have a new PSE Evolve 33 that I just got. Additionally, this season I picked up a Cabela's Bass Pro Blackout. What is it? The Epic X2, which is made by Bear. And yeah, so the PSE being my primary bow, the Blackout really to be a backup at this point in time. But looking at all these, I'm looking at quivers. So like the Blackout came with the Blackout, quiver, which this is a Trophy Ridge. Oh, their standard 5-arrow quiver. I forget exactly what they call it. It's like a $35 quiver, I believe, brand new. And I mean, it's a cute little guy. The bracket on it actually locks in, so you can take it on and off your bow, but it locks into your bow nicely. But the challenge I have with it is with this bracket, you can see how thick it is right here. It does stand off the bow a little bit, and but hey, it came with it as part of the package. It's not a bad little quiver, and the hood on it is fairly generally. Oh my goodness, easy for me to say, right? It's decently sized. I was looking at my son's bow. He has a Diamond Infinite Edge. My 16-year-old son. I was looking at the quiver that's on that, and I have one of the older Apex reactor light sights, which is a little magnet that goes on there. It sits in there. It sits really snug. Sits really tight to the bow. It's definitely a lot smaller profile, even compared to, you can see just like the hood size and stuff. Not a lot of room for if you're really going to use like a lot of fixed blade broadheads. Really, it's kind of the way that one is too, with the outer sides. But this one sits again very securely to the bow, which I like. It definitely sits closer. It's a little bit longer in length. I think I have it. So, I mean, it's about an inch or so longer, which is nice. I also have my old Infinite Edge Pro Diamond, and that came with their Octane series at the time. Came with their standard quiver, very lightweight. I like that part in it. Has removable foam inserts that you can take out of it. It's not too hard to get the foam out. So again, there's more foam in there, but removable foam inserts. This one, has the bracket that sits in and clips in. The problem with this one, not that I ever had a problem with it, but this one, other than kind of a press fit or pressure fit, it doesn't lock in, so you can grab it, flop it back out, and it comes off the bow on and off pretty easily. But again, I've never had a problem with it in the field, up and down tree stands, lowering the bow up and down on the rope. Never had a problem with it. I have been looking at, and actually I have one again on my PSE that's behind me, and I'm going to put one on my Blackout also. The Apex, let me get this right. This is the Apex Reactor XL, which looks a lot like a tight spot. So I'm left-handed, so I got to take this thing apart and flip all this stuff over. Not a big deal. Pretty easy to do. I've already done it. Like I said, it's on my PSE behind me. Arrows are definitely a little hard to get in and out. The rubber is definitely a little stiff. but I'm not worried about dropping an arrow. You can tell it's a lot longer in height, a lot taller than the Octane, right, or the Trophy Ridge, or even the little Apex LTE. But this one does sit tight. It's got this clamp, so it fits in. It's a press fit. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So here, this is the bracket that mounts on your bow towards your sight. And I didn't adjust anything yet, but this essentially just pushes into that, and you lock that down, and it's not going to go anywhere. And it comes off. Online, I think there's a video about, again, someone putting it left-handed. When you do that, you flip the bracket over. So effectively, I know I'm flipping this upside down, but effectively the bracket's upside down. So you're going to flip this up and then down to get it off, which that's the way my PSE is set up. And frankly, I kind of like it. It really doesn't matter. It holds really well. Now, with that being said, I mean, this is nice machined aluminum. This is aluminum bracket. This thing is definitely heavier. So with the bracket, let me see if I can get this right. So with the bracket on it, and we will measure in ounces. If I can get this on here correctly on my little scale. That I know is not right because it's telling me it's around. So, and I still think it's more than that. It's telling me right now it's about 10. Okay, there we go. So it's about 12.5 ounces. I mean, the thing is not light. But again, that's with the mounting bracket. Without the bracket itself is, apologize. So the bracket itself is 1.5 ounces, which again, that leaves the rest of this quiver, which is again very big size to be on this little teeny scale. But I mean, again, it's 11 ounces. So where this guy, again, I don't have the mounting bracket with me. Is 6 ounces, and figure maybe another ounce, not even, for the plastic little carrier. The Trophy Ridge blackout version. This guy, and this is with the mounting bracket, is 8.3, 8.4 ounces. And then the other Apex React LTE Lite is 7 ounces without the little bracket. So figure probably close to 8 ounces. So the Apex with the mounting bracket, again, it's definitely a heavier unit, but it's also a lot bigger. Again, it's very good size. It's very solid. I mean, it's very solid. So I like that. The hood on it is pretty decent. If you look inside at this thing will hold pretty small diameter arrows pretty nicely. So yeah. So like I said, I'm running this one on my PSE. I liked it enough that I bought another one that I'm gonna put on my blackout, on my backup bow. So we'll go from there. Again, I like how they sit, and let me see if I can grab. Let me grab this. Get on a picture. Oops. Knock the box over for that. It just came in. But this is the profile. You can see how it sits on there. So knock stuff off. Again, I'm left-handed, so it's set up for left hand, and you can see how it sits on there. Fairly tight. This is definitely adjustable forward and backwards, so I can move that wherever I want. I can definitely move my arrows way far forward if I want to. They're back about as far as they're going to go. I think I have a little bit of adjustability. I can move them back a little bit more, but I can definitely move them forward. You see what this hole is here. So, I mean, I can move this whole thing forward that amount. But to get them off, I just flip that down and slide this off. And it's as easy as that. And I mean, it's not going anywhere. So one thing I did add, because this does not come with, this quiver does not come with a loop of any type to, if you want to take it off and hang it on your tree. So I just got, some paracord. I have lots of it. Actually, this is black reflective paracord. So in case I ever drop my quiver for whatever reason, maybe I can find it a little easier. But took a little bit, tied a couple, what are those? Uni knots on the back, and now I can hang it. Should I want to do that? So holds arrows very nicely. These are 5mm Easton Axis arrows. I mean, these are, getting them in and out really not too bad. The hardest one to get in and out is obviously the one in the middle here. So if you're going to take your arrows out, right, you kind of start your outside in, or if you're going to put them inside out, because as you put your arrows in, right, it's putting more pressure towards the inside. But overall, I really like this quiver. Of course, I don't really think quivers should be nearly as much money as they are for what they do, and that's why I went this route versus some of the other manufacturers and brands out there that are $100+ for a quiver. It just, bow hunting does not need to be that much money. It's just crazy the amount of money that you can spend in all this stuff. So with that, I mean, take a look at your setup, figure out what quivers work best for you. So definitely suggest visiting your local bow shop, see what they have on hand, talk to them, talk to some of the guys, and see what kind of things are out there. With that being said, any of these actually would work really well. They hold arrows and get you out in the woods, and or get you shooting, whether you're hunting or archery competition or just practice for fun. But it's a great sport, and any of them will do the job for what you need to do. So, yeah. But the Apex Reactor XL, that's one to keep in the back of your mind if you're looking for a tighter quiver, kind of like competition for a tight spot, if you will. If you're looking for something like that, that's one to look at. Not saying they're any better or worse. I really don't know. But that's what I ended up going with, mainly due to the features, size, and price point for what I'm doing. So hope that maybe helps somebody. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.